Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
Here we are, the two of us.
Indeed we are.
We've sent Max out on a CIA spy adventure.
Yep, see how far he gets.
Undercover, see if he can, see if anyone can recognise him from here to. He's going to Altrincham.
Yeah, right. He's got his $100 cash in his wallet. He's got his laminated contact sheet.
He'd get lost in the shower, Max. Sort of guy that's like just wouldn't, you know what I mean? Just wouldn't have a clue.
Be in a phone box for like half an hour, trying to look for the exit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that guy. Yeah. But this is I trained with the CIA spy for 24 hours.
Right,
I've got a feeling the CIA spy is that same guy that was on the Sean What's It video.
Oh, that with the long curly hair and the
a few people have called him out on the on the video and saying like he's not really a spy, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
a spy's one of them. If you don't think he's a spy, he's probably good.
Well, exactly. That's a good point. Now,
yeah. But I quite liked him, and what he was talking was quite informative.
It was very interesting, wasn't it? Whatever.
It sounded legit.
It did. Yeah.
So this is I trained with the CIA spy for 24 hours. Let's go.
Today, I am here with former CIA agent Andrew Bustamante.
Yeah,
For the next 24 hours, he'll be taking me through the secret world of CIA training. And by the end of the video, I'm going undercover and applying some of these skills I learned on a real mission.
Take the wheel, the car is yours.
Let's do it. It's raining. Let's go. Time to eat like CIA agents.
We feed for fuel. We don't feed for food. I'm gonna front end load you with berries. The energy will quickly be processed by our digestive system and go into your bloodstream. The fiber content in these is much higher. They're gonna go through your system slower and they're gonna feel nicer. So what we have here is just 2 bottles of water, and these are just standard off-the-shelf Gatorades. When you take this garbage and you actually dilute it with water, you end up making a very reasonable concoction that has both electrolytes and simple sugars. My longest stint on a Gatorade and water diet was 5 days.
5 days.
No food.
Just like Gatorade and water. Apparently, the first part of my training was going to be really intense, and to prepare my mind for it, Andrew wanted to take me through a meditation that they're taught in CIA.
Take your hands, and I want you to actually put your fingertips together. There's electrical currents that run through your whole body. By connecting your fingertips, you give a circuit for that electricity to continue to flow.
That's so cool.
Close your eyes. Just think the word whisper. 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 Let that whisper get quieter and quieter with longer breaks, and keep pushing it further back and further.
Have you ever done like meditation?
I don't think I've actually, no.
If I can't sleep at night, I imagine my body weighs a ton. It does close to it anyway, but no, I imagine my body weighs very, very heavy.
Yeah.
And I let myself like sink into, and it puts me asleep straight away.
Oh, really?
I wonder if it's a class of form of meditation.
Yeah.
But it sends me to sleep pretty quick.
Oh, it might be.
Doing that,
could be classed as something like that, I suppose, if it works.
So I fall asleep very quickly when I do it.
Because meditation is like a form of just letting go, isn't it? Mentally, relaxation, letting go, and just sort of like...
Yeah, but the thought process I have is that my body's very, very heavy.
Right.
And then you feel yourself like being weighed down, and then all of a sudden I'm asleep.
Wow.
Oh, that's the last I remember anyway.
Was it?
Yeah.
Further back until you're barely even hearing yourself think the word whisper. Take a couple deep breaths, roll your head around a little bit.
Woo! I'm ready.
All right, man, we're ready to hit the gym, and I've got some stuff pre-positioned down here for us. All right, so Brandon's in there warming up. Now, here's what he doesn't know. The warm-up that he's doing is really going to be the big part of his actual exercise. We're giving Brandon a chance to let his body work against him. He's going to start to break down during that rotation that he's working on. I'm going to prep some quizzes that are elementary school level questions, and we're going to see how fast he can answer those questions if he can answer them correctly. Go to work.
This is just the first cycle, man.
Keep going.
This is tough. Whew. I should have hit legs a little bit more the last few weeks.
While you're working, I'm going to ask you some of these questions, and then you just answer the question as quickly as you can. Turn around.
Okay.
If you stop, or if you answer incorrectly, what I have here is a water gun. This is called negative reinforcement.
Oh my gosh, okay.
All right, what state are we in right now?
We are in Florida.
What city are we in?
Jacksonville.
Hey, there we go. You see how much faster you responded on that one?
Yeah.
Pull-ups time. What is 5 times 3?
15.
6 times 3?
21, right?
18.
I mean 18.
Oh.
7 times 5?
So that's 35.
What's 5 times 12?
Wait, I can't think.
Don't get distracted.
This is 60. Oh, I juked that one.
60, there it is,
Okay.
man. All right, you pick whatever your next exercise is.
Shoulder flies.
Shoulder flies?
5 pounds. Is that not an option?
Go ahead, grab them.
Yes. Hey, we're finessing the system.
4th grade word problems.
I skipped 4th grade. I was too smart for it.
Jimmy normally wakes up at 7:35. He's woken up an hour and 35 minutes late.
Okay, great.
What time has Joey been waking up?
9:10.
Yeah.
What time has Joey been waking up?
9.
What time has Joey been waking up?
It's 9. 10.
9, 10. Really nice job. Tell me about what happens to your brain when I ask you a question.
It just freezes up.
It freezes, right? You know what happens if you're being shot at?
You'll freeze up and die.
So what we're doing here is we're getting your brain out of that habit of freezing. Come on over here. All you need to do is hit the right quadrant. Burpees, red 7.
Oh my God. No, wait, what? Oh.
Blue 7. There it is. There it is. One more round. Keep going, man. Keep going. Keep going. Purple 1.
There's no purple.
That's a boy. Well done. All right.
Thank you. I think I've used up every last berry in my system. I was exhausted after that workout. But fortunately, Andrew prepared a lunch with all the necessary proteins and fibers to keep me fueled for the next part of our training. And as we were eating, he also shared a little secret about human psychology.
So when people engage other people and decide whether someone's a threat, the first thing they're looking at are macro observables. Large scale things that you observe. Colors, shapes, sizes. If someone is a threat, then they'll flip to micro observation. Micro observables are details. I can macro observe that you have 2 eyes, but it takes a micro observation to notice that those eyes are blue. Once someone makes the decision to flip from a macro observation to a micro observation, they also switch from short-term memory to long-term memory. Your short-term memory lasts between 7 and 17 seconds. So all you have to do is be something somebody notices, and 17 seconds later, they don't even remember they ever met you. If you can do that, you can disappear.
Super cool.
We're ready to move on to our next phase.
Yeah.
Let's go do some driving.
Okay, I'm ready.
And I want to welcome you to the firm, man. Let me introduce you to Raul.
Today we're going to be doing a little bit of off-road driving.
It's really kind of cognitively demanded. You're also driving a box that weighs, what, 3,500 pounds?
35 to 4,000.
Is it possible to flip this car today?
Rolling it is something that's very possible.
Okay. All right, time to drive like a CIA agent. Let's do this. Andrew, you ever ridden on a course like this during your mission days?
When you get to a third world country, this is what the roads are like. We're spoiled in the United States with paved roads everywhere you go.
Yes.
There are many parts of the country and many parts of the world that look like this.
Right.
It's a bit like round here, and it with all the potholes and everything.
It's quicker to go through the woods now, I found. It's less bumpy.
Yeah.
Oh. Yep.
We almost went in there.
Oh, shoot.
That's very deep. 10 feet.
Are you kidding me? 10 feet?
Yep.
Well, I'm glad I didn't do that.
That's it. Keep going. Don't take it off. Don't take it off. Don't take it off. Anticipate. That's it.
Okay. Oh. That's sick. Can I go one-handed or no?
No hands now.
Okay, yeah, probably it's a good idea.
See those concrete pads?
Yeah.
Just the left foot, steady pressure. If you ever have to evac a dangerous location, this is the kind of terrain you're going to be driving. This is going to be a steep uphill climb. All you see is hood and sky. Keep going forward.
Brake.
Brake.
There you go.
That's it.
Keep going straight.
Steady on the throttle. There you go. That's it. Steady on the throttle. Don't get crazy with the wheel. Steady with the
Stop.
Ooh.
The last part, man.
All the way up to it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Now turn.
If you buy a Land Rover, they take you on like a little course like this.
Yeah.
Similar to like show you how it works off road. And I remember when I was in the USA, I bought a Land Rover, and it took me on the course, and I went, "I'm never going to experience this, mate. Just do the paperwork. Let's go."
Yeah.
not arse with all this.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's it, dude.
Woo! Let's go. We made it.
How'd it feel?
I've never done something like that before.
That was
Thank you
badass.
so much.
You navigated through some really tough terrain. I wanted to take us into a classroom to actually get us a little bit of time working on combatives. So I want to teach you a very simple process that we use called the 3 S's. Stabilize, stun, separate. So let me show you the first one. Do you have a plan for what you would do if somebody grabbed you by the collar?
Let's see. Wait, okay, hold on.
We want to lower our center of gravity down. Stabilize, right? Stun, A-frame up, and break the grip that way.
Stabilize.
Yep.
Stun.
Yep.
And then,
There it is. Is there any shame in running away?
yes.
No. Because
No.
what's the most important thing to a covert operator?
Survival.
Don't get caught.
Maintaining your
Yeah.
posture.
After showing me how to defend myself from a standing position, Andrew then taught me how to defend from the most vulnerable positions you can be in on the ground.
So everything we've covered so far has been hand to hand, but sometimes criminals aren't hand to hand.
Oh.
So what we have here is not a real handgun. This is a molded rubber handgun. The first step is compliance. You want the person with the weapon to believe that they're in control. So if I fire, it usually takes about 1/3 of a second for them to pull the trigger. You can actually turn your body faster than I can pull a 7-pound trigger. Boom. Even if the round goes off, it's not going to hit you.
Okay.
Next, you grab the wrist. If you've got control of the wrist, you've got control of the weapon. Take control of the whole body, right there. You step behind my inside foot, pulling the weapon and the wrist exactly, and you're tripping me all the way down to the ground.
I'm easy pickings.
Yep.
Please. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
I got you going. Send me on a mission. I'm ready. The entire time during combat training, there was a burning question on my mind that I just had to ask Andrew. And now that it's dinner time, I finally have my opportunity.
All right, Andrew. It's time to get down to the nitty-gritty questions. In your career of CIA, how many people have you killed?
Still classified.
Damn it. I thought that would work. Well, that's all the nitty-gritty questions I have.
After a long
Some people have been saying they doubted whether he was a CIA. I think he could have been. I think he looks legit to me. Sounds legit.
It's be a bit odd if he wasn't.
Yeah.
When he's getting on YouTube and he's doing all these videos.
Yeah.
People, especially the other guy that I can't remember what the channel is now,
Sean,
where he was interviewing him. I'd be surprised if someone like that didn't check up on his credentials to make sure he was legit. I'd be very, very surprised.
Yeah, and people say he's too young and he wouldn't be retired. I'm thinking he's not that young.
No.
You know, and he's
well, he's well into his 40s at the very least, didn't he? Maybe late 40s.
Yeah, I think and some of the missions he may have run might have required him to come off, for mental sort of like...
I wouldn't have thought you'd be a CIA agent for like 30, 40 years, something like that. I think you'd probably have like a 10, 15 year run if you're lucky.
I imagine they have to refresh. I imagine they have to refresh quite regular to stop corruption as well. And stop double agents.
You got
things like that. That's the way I think.
Very
anyway.
good point.
Yeah. It's one of them. You got to go on a constant rotation, maybe 5 years.
Yeah,
max.
Yeah, so you might be right there. Yeah.
Long day of training, I'm almost a certified agent. The only thing I have left to do is to go into disguise and complete my very first mission ever.
That's when he works at McDonald's.
Collect information from 3 targets at the airport. My cover story: I'm a college student interviewing people from my communications class. And my goal? Find out their age, income, and marital status without directly asking. Finally, I have to take a selfie with each target and send it to Andrew, proving that I completed my mission. Now the question is, how am I supposed to get people's information without asking for it?
I'd be very suspicious if someone asked me a question at the airport.
Oh, so would I.
No, train station, I understand it.
Yeah.
Right? Airport, don't understand it.
Yeah.
I'm there to get on the plane, mate. And if you're a student doing whatever, wait till you get to wherever you're going or do it before you get to the airport. Don't do it at the airport.
Yeah, that's a good point, that. Yeah, I think it'd be a bit, again, you'd be a bit suspicious about it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm suspicious whenever they ask me a question anyway. If I leave the house, which I do quite regular, and someone stops me, it's like when you got the football now, someone's constantly stopping you, asking you for something.
Yeah.
Right? And I just go, mate, I just want to come and watch the fucking football.
Yeah.
Stop bothering me.
You do get a lot around towns and stuff, don't you?
We give loads to charity. We give loads to charity. We do loads of stuff with work. We do loads of stuff personal. I choose that. I don't need you pecking me head wherever I'm going, asking me loads of questions. And do you want to fill out a quick survey? I don't know.
No.
I get fucking 20 emails a day asking me for surveys. Don't want to do it.
Oh, yeah. It gets so much.
Yeah. Even when I'm reading something online, something like box will flash up. Do you want to do a survey? No.
It's a big thing. It's a huge thing, though, isn't it? These surveys, as soon as you buy something online, you just say, can you just complete the survey for us? It's like, man, another one.
So in that answer there, you won't get much off me at the airport.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. No chance.
Elicitation is the process by which you ask a question not directly related to the information you want to know, but gets people to talk about information that you want to know. So instead of saying, how old are you? I might say something like, did you graduate high school in 2010?
Actually, 2018.
So that tells me you were born in the year 2000. So now I got that information without asking for it directly. What I just used on you is something called false assumption. Make an assumption about somebody that you believe is most likely false, and then you rely on their need to correct you.
Andrew, thank you again. And I'm off to the airport now.
I'm excited to see it, man. I expect to see some selfies.
Oh, you will. You will. Trust me. The mission is starting. I have my whole game plan right here, the questions I'm going to be asking, and how I'm going to extract the information. Let's get started.
First question. It's not really a question. It's more so a guess. I have to guess when you graduated high school.
All right.
1973.
Wow, man, that's insulting.
What?
1983. No, excuse me, 86. I even forgot.
1984.
77.
Okay, I was sort of close. 95.
Not even close. It's a hard one to guess.
You look young, so I don't know.
I'm actually 40.
You're 40. Oh.
The next thing that we want to know, what income bracket they're in. People feel less threatened bracketing something than they do answering something. You bracket it on one side and the other, and then you give it over to them to confirm whether or not it's inside that bracket.
What field do you work in?
I'm an internet
He's a rapper.
influencer.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
You know, like internet influencers, they can make quite a lot of money. Is it six-figure range?
Make yourself a little over 100, you'll be fine. I work as a librarian.
And what would you say the average pay is in that kind of field?
Probably about 80,000.
Is it fair to say you're around that range?
120.
Around 120, okay.
So I work for Whole Foods Market.
So what would be like the average salary you could make?
On the high side, I push like 200,000.
So it's fair to say like around 180 to 200?
It goes off of bonuses. My base 130,000.
130, that's incredible.
So that's another cultural thing with America. They talk about salaries. We don't do that over here.
Yeah, quite open, aren't they, about what they're getting?
But
Yeah,
it doesn't really happen.
No, it's more secretive over here, isn't it? People are a bit more guarded when it comes to
with
saying how much they earn.
with everything.
Yeah,
I think.
but I think a lot of it stems from maybe the unions in the past. You know, if someone's on more money than someone else, and people say, "Oh, well, hold on, I want the same as him." So then they're going into the boss and saying, "I should be on the same money as them." So I think usually that's one big way why they keep it quiet. I think.
Yeah, maybe.
So,
Incredible.
When you have a conversation with somebody, you'll answer a question, but you won't answer it fully, but you'll leave a hint that there's more to talk about. That's
You can
called a
sense
window.
that.
That gives you a chance to ask a more direct question about that window. And then when they respond to it, that's when they are opening a door. So now you can go deep into that conversation.
What do you do on a day-to-day basis?
Talk to my fans all across the world.
And your wife or girlfriend?
Nope, you can't do what I do and travel around a lot, do a lot of things.
Right.
Travel a lot for work.
Did you bring your family?
No,
or is
I'm
it-
single,
You're
and
single?
I'm there by myself.
As far as personal life goes, I have a girlfriend. She runs a small local business.
That's all the questions I had. I really appreciate your help with this.
I got my 3 people. I have all 3 selfies. Send to Andrew. Mission accomplished. I'm so glad I can be Brandon William again. This was not easy, but I've learned quite a lot that I'm going to apply to my real life from now on. If you want to learn more about spy techniques, I'm going to put all of Andrew's classes and courses in the description. Check him out and support him.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. It's just an interesting topic, you know, because spies or CIA agents or whatever they are, operatives, they're all very secretive. You never come across. It's not the sort of thing someone goes to the pub and they go, "Hey, I'm a spy."
no, you they shouldn't do anyway.
And then you go, "No, you're not. You're full of shit." You go, "I am definitely a spy."
Yeah.
And then but again, that's double bluffing, isn't it?
It is.
People are
Yeah,
people
I
are
suppose
doubting
so.
themselves, going, "He's not a spy.
Yeah.
He's full of shit."
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
but really he is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it could be
Or
part of that.
No one's going to sit back down and go, "Do you think he could be?" But if he's not saying much, then it's one of them. He could be.
Yeah.
So it's a double bluff.
I must
like
admit,
that.
I've never thought of anyone as being a spy. That
You
I've
wouldn't
seen
know.
or
I don't
anything.
think you'd
But-
know.
No, well, that's it before. I mean, you shouldn't do, should you?
No.
If you are a spy, then you should just blend into the background
Yeah.
all the time, no matter where you are.
There was one person I used to work with many years ago who I considered possible undercover cop.
Yeah, all right.
Asking too many
Oh,
questions.
was it? Oh,
Yeah,
right,
I'm just
okay.
like, are you a cop?
Yeah.
And I think they've got to tell you, haven't they, if they're a police officer undercover.
Oh, we don't know.
Yeah, I think they've got that. I don't think they can. What's the word called?
Coerce?
Yeah, I don't think they can coerce you into giving stuff without. If you ask them a question, that's what the drug dealers do now over here, don't they? As soon as they meet anyone, it's like, "You a cop?" No, right, carry on.
No, really?
Because they got to tell you. I think they
Wow.
can't pretend not to be.
That's sort of like right, okay. That sort of defeats the objective exercise. Or is it a case of if they don't ask them, then they don't have to
tell.
say,
Yeah.
"I am a cop"?
Yeah, but I think it probably works different for an undercover operative, you know, because they're not like
They're a bit out the
it's
reaches of the police.
But I
aren't
think
they?
if it's a police operation where someone comes to try and bust you,
Yeah.
for like drug dealing or whatever, and
Right,
you say to them, "Are you a cop?" I don't think they can say no.
Right.
Not over here anyway. I'm not
Like
sure.
the CIA, stuff like that, MI5,
Yeah,
it's
very
like very, very secretive. It's sort of like classified information. It's sort of like national security, isn't it? A lot of it's, so it's really...
But I've been in certain countries and I've been sat in like a hotel bar and these people in there, like all single guys, sort of like, because when you're working, you go there and you sometimes you just stay in a hotel and go in the bar.
Yeah.
And you'll sit there and you have dinner. And I've looked round and I've seen like a lot of other single guys. And I've got talking to some of them. And there's always one guy who's like, "What do you do?" And he's like, "I'm just in finance."
Yeah.
And I'm like, over here?
But
you wouldn't really be here for finance. You might be somewhere else for finance in this country, but not in this city.
But even some of the other ones that you've spoken to, which sounds, right, I'm not surprised you're over here for that. That again, could be a cover story.
Could be.
If you're a good spy,
Yeah.
then you're going to believe it. They're going to have read up on it, what to say, and this, that, and the other. And,
But of all unless I go to a convention, when I travelled round, of all the people I travelled round and you met on your travels, never met anyone doing the same job as me.
oh, really?
Yeah, it was always something different, and people always say to me, "What do you do?"
Yeah.
And mine was always very suspicious as well.
Right.
So maybe I had
I
suspicion.
bet they
of
all
people look
thought,
to me and go,
"This guy's
"Full
a
of
spy
shit."
here.
Yeah.
He's talking all the
Is it?
time,
Yeah.
asking too many questions. This guy. That's you, that is. You're not thinking about it.
That's asking loads of questions. Yeah.
You've been rumbled, mate.
No one ever did the same job as me, and I
Right.
found that bizarre because I always used to go to the big hot spots where
Yeah.
we would do what we do, and it was like, and then you'd speak to people in the bars.
Quite a
and
widespread worldwide business,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah,
So,
yeah,
you think
yeah.
you'd meet someone doing the
yeah,
same
and it's
job.
like, especially going to the hot spots where the business was.
Yeah.
But then you go to a real remote village in, say, Ghana, right? For example,
Yeah.
using it as an example because they have the roads similar to that where you'd
That's
have
right.
to travel down like mud roads.
Yeah.
And then you'd get talking to someone in like a family owned hotel. And
Yeah.
you'd just all be sat there, and then one guy's like, "What do you do?" And he's like, "I'm in finance," and I'd be like, "What would finance bring you here for?"
Yeah.
You know, and the next question, finance. What, you know, we're supporting a local community with an investment to build houses or whatever. And
Yeah.
you're just like, there's nothing being built around here.
Yeah,
mate.
right.
Where's
Yeah,
anything
you're like,
being built? I'm just
yeah,
like,
right.
okay. Yeah, and I thought it's obviously there for the wrong. I never even for once thought someone was a spy. I always considered them
Drug
much more-
dealers.
yeah, arms
Probably
dealers,
more
drug
like-
dealers.
yeah,
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 that's the way I always
With
thought. I didn't
finance.
think anything. I didn't think anything of like being a CIA
Yeah.
spy or anything like
Yeah.
that. Because I'm thinking, there's nothing to spy on around here.
Yeah.
But there's loads of people that probably want to buy a gun.
Well, exactly, yeah.
Or a hand grenade or
Yeah.
a rocket launcher.
Or there might be spies looking for drug dealers.
Yeah.
And they're both in finance talking to each other.
Yeah, about loans.
yeah. Yeah.
Me sat there going, what the f am I doing here?
Yeah.
Anyway, interesting. But yeah, interesting video that as well.
Yeah, yeah,
I like
good.
this. I like this CIA guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. He's quite good, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Don't forget
Nice
like
one.
and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.
Cheers.
Cheers.